Good morning, ladies and gents, and welcome back to our second week of English 101. Excited to get started this week, really digging into our book, figuring out how Agatha Christie did what she did, and starting to make predictions about theme and about the outcome of this novel. So lots of fun stuff coming our way this week. As I told you in the introductory and class orientation video, every Monday I'm going to pop on here and give you just a quick rundown of how the week is going to go, what kind of assignments are coming up, show you where the resources are located, and hopefully answer some of the most frequently asked questions to save you time and to help you be really successful during the week. So let's take a look at our calendar. As always, if you click on the calendar icon on the left-hand margin of your screen, you're going to see our class. And this is really the best way to stay up to date. I've gone through and I've mapped out the entire quarter for you, so you know exactly what you need to be doing every single day for the quarter, which is awesome for those who like to plan, and is also awesome for those who like to procrastinate, because it helps remind us that we do need to continue to engage with the material in the class. So today we're going to be looking at a PowerPoint Murder, Not Muck Duck. For those of you who like to watch The Office, whether the UK or the US version, this is a nice little throwback to that. We'll get into it in the PowerPoint. So check out that PowerPoint talking about the themes in the novel, talking about Agatha Christie a little bit, and giving you some really solid background and context. Then on Tuesday, you're going to be answering some discussion board questions about chapters 1 through 5 in Murder on the Orient Express. That means you should absolutely have read chapters 1 through 5 by Tuesday, right? So do make sure to do that. I know it was assigned over the weekend. I know some of us procrastinate. So do make sure it's done by Tuesday, because you're going to need that in order to fully answer the questions. On Wednesday, we're going to start talking about some close reading strategies. There's a 2-part video for you there. Normally, I try and keep the videos under 15 minutes. Close reading strategies was a pretty detailed discussion, so the first video is like 15 minutes, the second video is like 5. So it's not excessively long, it just didn't fit in the 15-minute window I have limiting our screencasts. So do make sure to check that out. It will really help you figure out theme in Murder on the Orient Express, which is what your essay is going to be about. So do make sure to watch this as it will help you write your essay. And then you've got some discussion boards throughout the week. How is justice different than revenge? Some big themes we're going to be talking about. We want to work toward defining those themes, trying to figure out the nuances and differences between them so that we can be successful by the time we get to the essay. So do fill out that discussion board. And then we've got a great PowerPoint on murder mystery tropes. A trope is like an archetype. It's a recurring pattern that we see throughout writing, in this case throughout the murder mystery genre. So really fun as you watch through this PowerPoint video, because you'll see that almost every murder mystery story checks the same boxes, and Agatha Christie is responsible for most of those boxes even being created in the murder mystery genre. So super cool stuff there. And then we're going to be reading more of Murder on the Orient Express, chapters 6 through 8 on Friday. So lots of good stuff coming our way this week. I do want to just remind us of where things are located, as it's the beginning of the quarter, and it's good to know where everything is. So we talked about a couple PowerPoints. All of those PowerPoints are located in the modules. So if you click on modules and scroll down past your diagnostic into Project 1, everything you need for Project 1 will be in this folder. Murder, Not Muck Duck, PowerPoint for you. Here's the recorded lecture that accompanies it. Do make sure to watch it. It's fabulous. I do have a video clip that you can watch independently from this lecture. Gives a little bit of history on Agatha Christie and how real-life events that she went through inspired her to write murder mysteries, in particular Murder on the Orient Express. So fun stuff. It comes from a show on Comedy Central called Drunk History, where the premise is they find an expert, somebody who knows everything about an event in history, in this case, Agatha Christie and a disappearance, which is enticing. And then they get that expert very, 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 very drunk. And then they make the expert tell everything they know. And then they hire a bunch of actors to act out what the expert said. So really entertaining kind of stuff there. So I hope you guys enjoy that as well. Then we've got our literary analysis and close reading that you're going to be doing later on this week. Here's both parts of that lecture that I told you about, and then the murder mystery tropes PowerPoint with accompanying lecture. Lots of fun stuff there for you. So everything you need to be successful in terms of your PowerPoints and lectures located for you here. And then if you go into the discussion boards, you'll see the ones that are coming up. We do have many discussion boards here, the first of which is the Murder on the Orient Express questions for chapters 1 through 5. So make sure you read all that, answer these questions. I do want to know, if you already know how the story ends, don't give the ending away, right? Because not all of us know. And it's an awesome book. So make sure that as you answer these, do it as if it's your first time reading the book. Just as a side note, I know I've said this before, but the movie versions of Murder on the Orient Express are significantly different in some really important ways than the book. So by all means, watch the movies. They're really fun, but they are in no way a substitute for the book. And I know every English teacher says that, like, the book's better than the movie. It is, always, but in this case, when you write the essay, it's going to be very important that you've read the book in its entirety, because a lot of the themes, a lot of the evidence you're going to be needing to pull, like direct quotes from the book, aren't taking place in the movie. So you do need to read the book. So all that to say, read through the first 5 chapters, answer the questions in full, and don't give away the ending of the story. Awesome. That's what's coming up for our week, guys. Lots of good stuff, so always take a look at the calendar. Reach out if you've got questions. I do try and answer questions within 24 to 48 hours. However, if it's over the weekend, I do try and keep that time set aside for my family. So I will work on answering all your questions during the work week, Monday through Friday. All right, have a great week, guys. Enjoy the reading, check out the lectures, and reach out with any questions.